All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about why you need to, while it's double loot drops for the Palindrome, you need to go get this roll of the Palindrome for PvE purposes. Now, this might surprise you a little bit because I've said many times before the Eclipse SMG is so strong, but it will get nerfed soon here. And this thing is actually S tier in PvE, especially for Grandmaster Nightfalls. Now, I'm gonna explain why here. The first thing I need to mention is obviously that this season's artifact only has Unstoppable Pulse and Unstoppable Hand Cannon. So the only way you're going to stop champions, generally speaking, is with a Pulse Rifle or a Hand Cannon. Now in Grandmasters, I've mentioned many times before, use a Pulse Rifle, keep your distance. And 9 times out of 10, that is the best case scenario in Grandmasters, to keep as much distance as you can. But this Hand Cannon is so good, it's definitely worth using. And you never know what's going to happen next season. Next season, there might only be Unstoppable Hand Cannon and there might not be Unstoppable Pulse. So taking the time, especially during double loot drops, to get a God rolled Adept Palindrome for PvE is definitely worth it. And if you can't get the Adept version, it's okay, but the Adept one is especially nasty. And I'm going to explain why. I made a video and a complete guide for the Palindrome talking about the PvP God roll. You can look that video up if you want, but this is specifically for PvE purposes. We have this perk One for All, which I've mentioned many times before, is the best perk for a damage boost perk inside the Grandmasters. And the reason why is because Rampage can be in the slot, but adds inside the Grandmasters require so many hits and have so much health that you're not going to be able to proc Rampage and continuously keep the high stacks of Rampage. So it's significantly better to have this One for All perk. And the best perk to pair with this is Overflow, because when you pick up that ammo, which you will commonly inside Grandmasters because you're always running low from ammo, you're going to get a huge boost to magazine. You're going to get a 21 filled magazine, and with Adept magazine, you then get a 28 round magazine. And in fact, that is the largest magazine you can get. I have a roll of the Palindrome with Overflow and Extended Mag and Adept Mag, and you still only get a 28 magazine. So a magazine perk in the slot is actually a waste, which is kind of sad. I feel like Bungie should have just let it be a 30+ magazine with Extended Mag, but unfortunately they capped it at 28. The Palindrome's maximum magazine is 28. And that's exactly what you get when you have this roll that I have here with Overflow and One for All. Along with that, the best perk you can get in the magazine slot is definitely going to be to get those fast reloads, Flared Magwell, and then with that, we're going to want the full bore so you can get the maximum range. And the only thing I'm missing out on this is that I have a reload speed masterwork, which is still really nice, but this could definitely be a ranged masterwork, and you would definitely benefit from it because you want to keep as much distance as possible in these Grandmasters. So now let me go ahead and demonstrate this for you here. I'm inside the Grandmaster. So you'll notice I have 28 in the magazine because I picked up a special ammo pack. So what I can do here is I can shoot 3 shots at 3 different targets, and then for the rest of the magazine, for 25 consecutive bullets, I will have a 35% damage increase. Now that's as powerful as Kill Clip, and Kill Clip only lasts for a couple seconds. This lasts for 10 seconds. That's why this is the best buff for Grandmaster. So here, let me demonstrate. I'll shoot 1 target, I'll shoot 2 targets, I'll shoot 3, and then I'll shoot the rest of the 25 shots out. And you can see the timer is on the left there. I'll be able to shoot out the rest of these bullets before the timer runs out completely, and it has run out now. I have 2 bullets left. Whether you pay attention to or understand optimal DPS builds at all, you can definitely understand that's a lot of damage. And that is why the One for All perk is definitely the best perk for Grandmaster Nightfalls, is because you can get the damage boost to proc by shooting 3 different targets. Now, you wouldn't normally want to do that necessarily in low-end PvE. In low-end PvE, you can just use Rampage because you can constantly keep those stacks going because you can keep one-shotting all the ads. But in high-end PvE, you definitely want to have One for All. And in this week's Grandmaster, there's a ton of Void Shields, which is why having a Void Energy weapon is really helpful. With so many ads in so many big rooms, like the tank room, for example, you can constantly get One for All to proc, clear endless ads with a huge 28-round magazine with Overflow and Adept Mag. If you don't have this mod, the Adept Mag, you can actually get them by completing the Grandmasters. Each time you complete it, there's a chance for one to drop. If you're finding this week's Grandmaster to be too tough, to be too brutal for you, don't stress too much. You can always do next week. And make sure you're watching those guide videos because I try my best to help everyone complete these Grandmasters because they are by far the most challenging activities in Destiny, and they definitely require a ton of skill to beat them. But that's a wrap for this video. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you did enjoy. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.
Subscribe to Lucky 10p and smash that motherfucking like button. And check out my second channel too, Lucky 10p Shorts. Link in bio.